I want to talk about overcoming your insecurities in music. Now, I got to tell you that this is not some organized information. This information that I actually live by and what I go by. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna tell you first off. Um, when I'm wearing this sweater today because one of my aunts gave me this sweater, and I really like this sweater. But I want to tell you, when my daughter first seen me with this sweater on, she said that this sweater was too tight. Now, there's nothing wrong with her giving her opinion, or nothing like that. But I do want to use that to talk about overcoming your. Now, because my daughter is somebody that I do care about what their opinion is. When somebody that you love or that you care about tells you something about yourself that may not be what you thought about yourself, sometimes it can rattle you a bit. But because I'm experienced and I know more than I did, like, say, 20 years ago or 25, 30 years ago, whatever, whenever I was a teenager, because I know more, it's like I know how to let things like that roll off of me. And then I still, in fact, do what I want. So I'm wearing this shirt because I wanted to wear this shirt. And that's what I want to talk to you about. I want to talk to you about courage and, moving forward past your insecurities, because that may be something, especially in music. That's that. In music, we as artists, a lot of times we have insecurities about what we do, our art, our work. We have insecurities about um, making videos, posting videos on social media, even posting videos on YouTube. For a long time, I haven't been posting a lot of videos on YouTube like I probably should have. I've been on YouTube at least, I'll say minimum. I know it's been minimum 15 years. And I haven't did what you call blew up on YouTube or became a big YouTuber. And part of the reason I believe it was because I had to overcome a lot of insecurities, you know. So when I first set this camera up and I thought about doing this video, I saw that I had this shirt on, and the first thing my mind went to was, oh, this shirt too tight. I better pull it off. You may say this shirt is too tight. I don't know. But the point is, how did I get to the point to where I don't care? I'm not concerned about what somebody's opinion is of me. So to show myself that, so it's an ongoing thing to where you're having conversations with yourself. You're going through this thing where you just keep conversating with yourself. You're trying to figure out, you know, should I put this song out? Should I put this video out? Should I become a YouTuber? Should I just constantly having conversation with yourself? A lot of times, the opposite of who you want to be is a negative version of yourself. And it tells you things like you're not enough, you can't do it, you're not good enough, people gonna say this or people gonna say that. You have all these different insecurities in your mind, and you got to get over these different things. And that's what I realized that I have to do, and I continue to do every day because I still have insecurities. You have to learn how to battle with these different things that are in your life, and how to just take the calm of it. I was listening to a video just last night, by the great Bruce Lee. And I think it was actually his voice, going over different things and talking about how you have to deal with yourself, and how you have to let yourself become water to where you just learn how to adapt in any environment. And you got to learn how to like yourself. You gotta face yourself. And he gave different activities that I think are brilliant, where he just basically said, go to the mirror and then look at yourself and then ask yourself questions, about your insecurities, like, who am I without this and without that, without all these different things? Who am I? You know? And then I learned to try to, get past, the person that I am, and then the person that I'm going to be, or that I'm looking to be. You have to make peace with both of those people and become one with it, to where you're not afraid to be who you really are. You just got to be who you are. And a lot of people may think, well, how does that tie into insecurities? You know, well, I believe that your insecurities and the different things that you think about yourself that may be negative or just plain not true, a lot of times these things come from others. They come from other people that have opinions about you. So you have to learn how to cope with that and how to deal with that. I remember when I was a kid, growing up in the 80s. I remember I used to get teased sometime, to where kids would say, you're too black. And, you too dark, you black. They call me Blackie or something like that. Maybe one or two kids, not a whole lot of kids, tease me about something like that. But then I got this thing also growing up, with my brothers and stuff. My dad had a very distinctive nose, and then my brothers began to tease me to say, "Oh, you got dad nose," and then I developed some type of complex, to where I thought I was too black, and I thought my nose was too big growing up, you know. But then as time went by, as I dealt with these complexes and looked at myself in the mirror, and then I began to say, I'm handsome. And I began to say different things like, what, I like my nose. It fit my face. It's just right for me. I began to start thinking that way instead of the negative way. See? So you have to deal with the insecurities you have. That's what Bruce Lee was talking about. You got to face it. You can't face it if you don't verbalize it. If you don't say anything about it, you can't face it. If you don't talk about it, how can you face it? That's the only way to face it, according to Bruce Lee. And I believe so too. The only way to face your insecurities is you got to speak it out loud, look in the mirror. And then when you look in the mirror and you speak it out loud, then you have to think about the reasoning behind it. Think about, like really think about it, like, and talk about it and have a conversation with yourself about it. Am I really too black? I mean, what makes my skin look like it's too black? What really is not too black? It's dark brown. It looks good. It's just right for me. It's chocolate. It's great. I love chocolate. You see? So when you start to, and when I started to do that, it helped me tremendously. See, I have no problem talking about these things on camera, because I've already dealt with it, and I've already went past it. So that's what I'm telling you to do. Go past your insecurities by facing it, by verbalizing it to the mirror. And then once you verbalize it to the mirror, break it down and see how much of a lie it really is. Before long, everybody started liking darker skin. I was growing up in the 80s, and only guys who get the girls, you had to be light skinned, you got curly hair. Now, chocolate is the thing. A lot of people like chocolate. But guess what? A lot of people still like people that have lighter skin and have curly hair. The only difference is I don't see it as much. I'm not in the prison of it. That's what Bruce Lee talked about. I want you to find that video when he's talking about, yourself. Just start to look at Bruce Lee's page. You're gonna see it. They got a new page up. But that's that's what I had to deal with, trying to figure out how to conversate and deal with myself. And that's what I want you to do. If you got insecurities in your music, the only way you're going to make it past so you can go further is you're going to have to get with yourself and iron out all these different insecurities. And you're going to find that the whole key and the whole secret to you making it where you want to be, just dealing with all of your insecurities, dealing with all of the things that hold you back. So that's all I want to tell you about. I want y'all to go out there, while I'm talking to you. Make sure you hit the like button because it really helps my channel out. It helps me to grow. Hit the subscribe button. You're going to get more videos. You're going to get a lot of different type of videos because I don't really do one type of thing. I'm an artist. I'm a filmmaker. I'm a fashion designer. I do a lot of different things. So I talk about a lot of different things. And I'm going to do music videos and everything like that. So you're not gonna get one thing from me. I just don't do that. But make sure you check me out on smokywine.com. If you check out my website, I do have a free ebook that's on there that you can download for absolutely free. It's basically a fictional story that I wrote called Bad Love to support my album called Bad Love. So if you want to check that music out, my music is an invention. It's not like anybody else's music on this earth. So check my music out, smokywine.com. Other than that, you know, overcome your insecurities, put out your music, put out your content, do what you want to do in your life. Don't give up and don't stop. No matter what anybody says, don't stop until you're ready to stop, until your spirit tells you to stop. So, peace out, baby. See you next time.